saying Lisa's been influential in the work that I do at every stage of my life as a scholar. Her work asks us to reconsider the ground that we stand on, the way that we map out particular spaces, recognizing that space is contingent upon the stories that we tell of that space. And we're sitting here in Hampton on Indian Road, no less, I believe, if I saw that correctly as I was coming in. And we map out space and we lay names upon space, and this is an act of colonization, and sometimes we forget that there are other stories and other ways of understanding this space that we are on right now, and perhaps these are something that we need to lend an ear to when we think about how we're telling that history and making our own sort of cognitive maps. So I want to turn this right over to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, for coming. Look forward to your talk.
This was originally the Hampton Institute here. And I know that there were many Native American and African American students who came through here and were being trained to be members of a working class that would continue to serve a colonial project, and instead went on to become great intellectuals, right? Who really challenged us all to think differently about this place we call America. So I really want to acknowledge those students and the intellectuals that they became. And I'm so excited that there are so many of you who are students here in this audience. And I just want to send out my good wishes to all of you. So Uligan, I want to send out my good thoughts and good wishes that you too will go on to carry on this legacy and do this work. What happens if we center Africa? Or from my own work, what happens if we center Native space, right? So there are two centers that I think we need to really pay attention to, and American history and literature is not really possible without them. And that's the networks of the Atlantic slave trade and the networks of Native space. I want 1619 to be sort of a center, right? So the first part will bring you back to when the Europeans first enter into Native space. We're going to go much, maybe more than a century back before 1619, then move to 1619, and then move to 1675 for what's kind of a watershed moment in the Native Northeast. And also for the origins of American literature.